All right, Okina, welcome to Tribal Council. It's been a while since this group came. Melissa, you guys have been on a tear in challenges lately. I believe you won 3 in a row. What do you think has been behind this tribe's success?
Well, we were crying laughing for like an hour and a half. I just think we gel really well. We all of us have not worked together up until this point, so I think that is a huge benefit because we have fresh minds, fresh relationships. It causes more bonding than tension. We haven't had to do a bunch of votes together, so we've gelled really well, and I think that we all have strengths to us that help us succeed in these challenges that we've had.
Ethan, the last time this tribe went to tribal, the vote was not unanimous. So, do you think we're going to see a similar pattern at this vote, or do you think there's more unity this time?
Uh, I, I mean, I have no idea. Like, it could go either way. Yeah, I mean, I'm just doing what I've been told to do. Really, I felt like losing the challenge. I don't feel like I have much, I guess, agency or in the tribe. So I'm sort of just going with, hopefully it's not me.
And why do you feel like you don't have agency?
Um, I mean, there's a lot of like tribal dynamics. Like people get along with everyone, and people get along with people better than others, and there's lots of crossing of relationships and um, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, my mind has just been hopefully it's not me, but when we lost the challenge, it was like I was like I said to myself as well, like if I go, I'm okay. Like I tried really hard in that challenge. I think I swam 6 times. I don't remember. Um, so like I feel good with how much effort I've put in. Um, yeah.
Tony, this is actually the first time you've been to tribal since being on this tribe, so take me back to the moment you decided to mutiny over here. What was going through your mind to make that decision?
Uh, that was a very emotional, 2 hours for me being on that pink tribe. I've told all of them, I've never felt as ostracized as I was on that tribe. Like, people weren't coming up to talk to me. I had to, kind of force conversations, and it just felt awkward. Um, I heard my name pretty quickly in 2 hours I was there. Um, so Jordan played her marooning, and I got lucky. And that's part of Survivor, I think. And I'm grateful that I was able to get the maroon advantage and play it and come to this. This tribe has been best tribe I've, I mean, and I've played orgs. It's the best tribe I've ever been on in my life.
Now, obviously, Tony, you've been with this tribe a lot longer than you were with the swapped Nankana tribe, but you have yet to vote with this group. So, do you still feel like you are a part of this tribe and you have a say in the decisions?
I do. I feel like we all feel like we're a part of this tribe, including me. Um, the conversations we had, we really thought we were merging today. The
Yeah.
conversations we had today at camp, I've never laughed as hard as we laughed at that tribal.
Carl,
Yeah.
ever since we've swapped, it's been a pattern of original Nankana members going home, even when they had the majority at points. And there's a majority of original Kina in this tribe. So does that worry you that there could be a trend going, and as an original Nankana, that could put you in danger?
I am absolutely worried today. Uh, gonna be honest, I've been to a few tribals already, and this one here is the hardest one I've been at, and I'm I'm super nervous about what the outcome may be. I'm not saying I felt comfortable in the other ones, but I felt okay enough that you know I was the last time I was here. You know, I guess all those things coming out scared the heck out of me, and I played my idol. And boy, do I wish I had it right now. But like, you know, I gotta believe that. I gotta think positive and think, believe in the survivor gods and help from above that I'm able to get to the next level.
And was that the reason behind you playing your hidden immunity idol? Just you got spooked by all the other things?
I was scared and I wanted to move forward. I absolutely love being here. It's been the time of my life. And I don't know, I wish I didn't now, you know, it was wrongly played and, you know, I just got spooked and, you know, shit happened, I guess, and now I just gotta listen and hope, you know, that everything works out in my favor.
Maddie, similar question. If I'm going off the original travel lines, it would put you and Carl in the minority. Do you think original travel lines are a factor at this vote?
Look, I don't want that to be a factor, but I think it might be. It's a very safe option for the Four Greens to come to me specifically. This is not the outcome that I wanted after that challenge. Like, we got through a tricky vote. There were obviously relationships were fractured, but they were very quickly repaired. As Melissa alluded to earlier, we've had the most fun 24 hours, and I have never had this much fun with a group of people in my life. And in this environment, everything is, I guess, I can't think of the words, sorry, struggling for sleep and concentration right now. It's like everything is pressurized much more, and I think like that's why this is a really emotional vote for me, because I could be leaving and I don't want to go home.
Trinica, we haven't even voted yet, and there's a lot of emotion in this group. So does that just speak to how close this group has gotten?
Absolutely. It feels weird to think about how close we've gotten, given like Tony just entered, so this dynamic is still new. And obviously the last tribal had a lot of complicated things going on for like 2 pink members here. So it doesn't make sense that we've bonded this quickly, but I've like never had a group of people that gelled together. So.
Melissa,
Yes.
I can tell how close this group is. And it seems that the vote is not going to be based on disliking someone or not getting along with them, but this is still a strategic game at the end of the day where you have to make a vote. So what do you think the group should base the vote on?
I don't know. Don't ask me anything right now. I don't know. I just what we said is what I'm gonna do.
Is this fun for you?
I have empathy. This is, I can tell, a hard time for y'all. Maddie, if you do feel like maybe original tribal lines stick together, what argument can you make to stay in the game?
So back after the tribal, I basically extended the olive branch to every single member of this tribe because I view them all equally. We have the most diverse group of people, but we gel so bloody well. And it's been like truly the 24 of the happiest hours of my life. And what was your question again? Sorry.
Well, what is your argument for why you should stay?
Sure. So I basically pitched to everyone. I said I'm open to any plan by any of these players because I said if there's anything I can do to stay in this game, any combination of votes, whatever it is, I'm willing to be open to it. And I guess that was my pitch. I just said I'm open to any plan as long as it gets me through one more vote.
Carl, you mentioned earlier you felt like you were in danger as well. So what is your argument for why you should stay?
My argument to stay is basically, you know, I'm not saying everybody here isn't deserving, and I agree. This tribe here has been amazing. It's probably one of my, I mean, it's just like, I love this group. It's like they've become family. My argument is, you know, I since I came into this game, for this tribe and the other tribe, I haven't slept at night. I put my not necessarily well-being, but like, you know, I haven't slept. I haven't done a lot of things, and you know, I've made sure everybody was taken care of. I've made sure the fire was there. I made sure, you know, get up at night. I'm going into woods. I'm getting piles of sticks. I'm starting fires. I'm making sure everybody's comfortable, You know, I do whatever I can around camp. You know, I'm not saying I do more than others, but I do more than others sometimes. You know, and it's because I want to. I love to. That's who I am. You know, these challenges, man. I never knew I could push. Shit, come on. I never knew I could push to limits that I pushed. I've surpassed what I thought would happen here. And I'm not saying you guys don't deserve it. But damn it. I've done so much. I deserve what I think is coming. That I've helped everybody and put my own well-being and put everything, you know, lack of sleep. Fucking, I'm sore. I'm hurt. But I get up the next morning in my 1 hour, 2 hours of sleep. I go get the wood. I start the fire. We go to the challenge, and I push, and I push, and I push as hard as I can. You know, I mean, if anybody here is thinking of voting me, like, think of what I put myself through, not just for me, but for you guys. Like, this wasn't about me. This was so everybody here was comfortable. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, I love these guys, man. This is, I have to say, I've got to agree with Tony. This has got to be the best goddamn tribe I've ever been on. The laughs, the jokes, the way we win together, how well-rounded, how good we get along. And we're, like, do you ever think we would ever hang out in real life? Like, look at us. You know, and today I'm gonna, we come up with a name. We are the Musty Misfits. And I actually love these guys. And I don't know, I want to go to what's going next. And I don't want to see any of these guys go home. Like, I absolutely love them, and it's absolutely sucks. So, I mean, when we go to that voting booth, keep in mind, if you thought about voting me, think about what I put myself through. Think about what, I mean, you know, I'm not saying you guys haven't done it, but think about it. You guys all see me. As soon as I got into camp at the swamp, I didn't talk to nobody. I went, gathered wood, started fire, blah, blah, blah. You know, got a blazing fire, you know, so think about that. Like, if you're thinking of voting me, think of that. Think of what I've jeopardized, my own body, my own, you know, well-being. Not for me, but for you guys, you know. I hope somebody hears this, you know, and if you were thinking me, you know, please reconsider.
Well, I would like to open the floor because I did ask Matty if he'd like to give his argument. Carl got to give his argument. So if there's anybody else in this tribe, there's only 6 people. If you feel like you might be in danger, you want to plead your case, I want to give you the floor to give you all that option.
I just want to say, whoever gets voted out, win the fucking battle back.
Yeah.
Win it.
Okay, that's about all the questions I had, but this is the official time for this. This is now the time where if anybody has anything else they'd like to say, whisper, get off your chest. This could be your last chance you have to do so. Okay, that time is done. I'll let Trevor get a little closer. With that, we are going to get to the vote. We're going to start with Maddie. Tony. Trinica. Carl. Ethan. Melissa.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. All right, if anybody has an immunity idol or an advantage and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Carl. Maddie. 1 vote Carl, 1 vote Maddie. Carl. 2 votes Carl, 1 vote Maddie. Maddie. It's 2 votes Carl, 2 votes Maddie. Maddie. It's 3 votes Maddie, 2 votes Carl, 1 vote left. And the next person voted out of surviving Royalfoot, the decennial. Maddie, give him your torch.
Oh, sorry.
Maddie P. Maybe. They really don't want you to go. Tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. But you will have a chance to get back in this game.
Thank you. Must be next to us forever. Thank you.
We hug you. You're us, dude. You're part of us, man. I'm sorry, dude. You didn't want you got feelings, so sorry, man.
I understand. It's all good. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
Go win it. Go win it, Maddie.
I know you got the heart.
Hell yeah.
So you just got voted out. What's the reaction?
Look, I genuinely thought I had the trust of my tribe mates, and look, that's what you have to do with trust. You put trust in people. Clearly, only one person voted with me. Don't know who that is, but look, that was a big blindside. I genuinely thought I had people on board to vote for Carl. That wasn't the case. That's okay. That's the game. And look, I've honestly had the best time the last 24 hours with the new Green Tribe, and I'm just going to give it 100% in the battle back, and hopefully I'll be back.
So who in particular are you most surprised voted for you?
I don't know where the votes actually came from, but I'm hoping Ethan didn't vote for me. But yeah, I was just surprised that obviously someone flipped. So I think Trinica was she said she was locked in. I mean, Ethan would voting Carl. The other 3 were potentially voting me. It would go to a revote, then they'd take out Carl. But that's not the case. Obviously, they see a different path forward without me, and that's completely okay. I knew I was at the bottom.
Final question. What do you think you've gained from this experience?
What have I gained from this experience? My belief in myself that I can survive in the outdoors with all these kinds of crazy creatures that are out here. And yeah, I made it to day 5, which is pretty impressive. I am just so grateful for the experience, the people I've met. I pushed myself to do things that I didn't think I was capable of, and I'm just super grateful that I made it this far. It's an honor and a privilege.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.